Week 3 predictions. Okay, the Saints going on the road to Atlanta. You know what? The team that's going to win this game is going to be the home team. The team that's going to exploit the weakness of the other team. And guess what? I think the duo of Ridley and Julio will be too much for the secondary of New Orleans to handle, and that will lead to an Atlanta win. Next game, the 49ers versus Kansas City Chiefs. Guess what? I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to take the team that's the more complete team. And guess what? I'm taking Kansas City to win this game. But it's going to be a close one, people. But Kansas City wins, but barely. Next one, Miami versus Oakland. You know what? I'm going to take the team that has the better coaching staff. I'm going to take the team that's going to have the running game that will be dominant in this game. I'm going to take the team, that's at home. And guess what? That's the Dolphins to win this game. It's going to be an interesting one, but guess what? Miami at home will come through with a win. Next game, Buffalo versus Minnesota. You know what? I'm going to take Minnesota to win this game because they have better coaching staff. They're a more complete team, and the turnover differential will be in their favor. So give me the Vikings to win the game, people. Next game, Indianapolis versus Philadelphia. The crowd's going to go crazy because their hero, Carson Wentz, is back. And guess what? Philadelphia is really good at home, and they're going to be extra motivated coming off that loss. They will rebound and ultimately leading to a win. But it's going to be a close one, but Philadelphia finds a way to win it at the end. Next game. This one's interesting. Green Bay versus Washington. But ultimately, I'm taking Green Bay to win this game. You get the better quarterback. You get the better coaching staff. And of course, guess what? I don't care what anyone says. Aaron Rodgers, even though he's injured, is still going to find a way to slice and dice that secondary that the Redskins have into pieces. Give me Green Bay to win this game by a touchdown. Next game, Cincinnati versus Carolina. This one's a good one, but ultimately, I'm going to take the team that has the better coaching staff. I'm going to take the team that has the better quarterback, people. And going to take the team that's at home with those three metrics right there. That's going to lead to a Carolina win, but barely. Next game. This one right here. Division rival game. But guess what? Tennessee versus Jacksonville. I'm going to take Jacksonville. The defense will have an answer finally to contain Henry, and they're going to put all the pressure on the passing game for their quarterback to handle. And guess what? Mariota, look, I don't hate Mariota. I think he's respectable. But guess what? You're going to throw it a lot versus, Jalen Ramsey, AJ Boye. That's not going to be a good thing. And you're at home, revenge game, and you're the more complete team. Give me Jacksonville to win the game. Next game, Denver versus Baltimore. You know what? I'm going to take Baltimore to win this game. They got better quarterback. They had more time to prepare. Because remember, they played a couple Thursdays ago. So, extra time to prepare. Better quarterback. You're at home. You got the better coaching staff. Baltimore comes through and wins this game. Next game, Giants versus Houston. You know what? I'm going to take Houston to win this game. I just think the injury that they had to their center is going to be horrible to the point where we're going to see some false starts. Eli Manning's not going to have the same page. And also what made the Giants offensive line struggle throughout the season so far was lack of continuity. And guess what? The lack of continuity is going to be even worse due to the fact that you're playing with a backup center. And guess what? That offensive line was obviously struggling. Guess what? You got to go against J.J. Watt on one side and Clowney on the other side, and you're on the road, and the other team has the better coaching staff. You know what? I'm taking the Texans to win this game. Next game, Chargers versus the Rams. You know what? I'm going to take the Rams to win this game due to the fact that I don't think the Chargers, are going to have an answer for Todd Gurley, especially with the injury of Joey Bosa. Look, I'm not saying the Chargers are bad, but guess what, people? They're a whole different defense without Joey Bosa. And Todd Gurley's going to find a way to get the job done. And on top of that, I just think the secondary is going to contain the passing game of, the Chargers. So ultimately, I'm going to take the home team, of course, to win this game. Give me the Rams, people. Next game, Chicago versus Arizona. You know what? I'm going to take Chicago to win this game. Arizona is a joke, people. They can't do anything right. This game could get out of hand by the third quarter. I think it's going to be interesting for the first two quarters, but ultimately, the lightning and thunder duo of Howard and Cohen will be too much for the front seven of, Arizona, of course, to handle. Give me Chicago to win this game. Next game, Dallas Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks. You know what? I'm going to take the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. They're going to control the line of scrimmage. Time of possession will be in their favor because this is not the same Seahawks team, people, we've seen in the past within their defense. And guess what? They still got a respectable offensive line. Ezekiel Elliott's bound to rush for over 100 yards this season within a game, and I believe it's going to be in this game. And of course, guess what? The injury of Doug Baldwin has really hurt the Seahawks offense to the point where they look stagnant. I'm just saying, give me the Cowboys to win this game. Next game, New England versus Detroit. You know what? New England or Detroit? You know what? I'm going to take New England to win this game. I just think Detroit right now, they're just a mess, and you're getting a very, very angry or motivated, whatever word you want to use, type of Patriot team who's going to take out their frustration because they're coming off a loss, and they will go in on the road to beat Detroit. Okay, so New England wins. Next game, Pittsburgh versus Tampa Bay. Pittsburgh or Tampa Bay. This is going to be a good one, but ultimately, I'm going to take the home team. I'm going to take the team that I think has the better, D-line, and they're not as chaotic right now. We don't know if Antonio Brown's going to be on the same page as Big Ben, man. He's been acting up. I'm not saying he's going to play bad. I think he can play good. He will perform, but it's not going to be a great game, and you're going to need Antonio Brown to be a great game because that passing attack that Tampa Bay has is phenomenal so far. But at the end of the day, comment below. You heard who I have winning. I want to hear who you have winning. Talk to you guys later.